What's good, YouTube? This is Night again. Just wanted to actually do my second video. This is JoeWo's video on Warzone Quality of Life improvements for Modern Warfare 3. We'll see it in a couple of days. So again, live view, live look. Just want to kind of see exactly what was going on with it, what changes were being made compared to Modern Warfare 2. JoeWo basically had a call, I guess, with devs to kind of go over these things. So I want to see what he has to say. I haven't watched this video yet. 9 times out of 10, I'm just going to let it play out. I'm not going to stop it or anything. But again, just want to see exactly what was going on with it. So without further ado, here we go.
Warzone news just got a whole lot crazier. Now, I just got off a call with the Call of Duty developers regarding the new game, and I have a ton of stuff to share with you guys. Now, before we get into all that news, I'm going to quickly shout out the sponsor of today's video, Scuff Gaming. Now, in case you guys don't know, Scuff just released the new Envision Pro controller.
Everybody got to shout out their
This is
sponsors.
Scuff's first ever PC-only controller, and my version is now out. Now, if you guys have ever shopped for new controllers,
I'm a keyboard and mouse guy, so
absolutely crazy expensive, and this is actually the cheapest Scuff you can get, and it comes with 4 paddles on the back, 2 side sax buttons, and 5 macro keys, which you can map to anything. Now, this can mean muting in Discord, pausing and stopping your music, clipping things. It comes with an array of ways to customize your controller. It's absolutely insane. So the JoeWo version of the Envision Pro is a limited supply, so make sure you pick this controller up ASAP in the link in the description down below. All right, so let's get straight into the news that you guys and myself have been waiting for a very, very long time. Like I said, I just got off a call this morning with the developers of Warzone, and they just threw a ton of information at us, and I am going to share it with you guys. So to start off with, the map is going to be base with 100 players, and I know a lot of people think that is an L. I would personally like to see 150, but there's a couple factors that I didn't know. First of all, this map is actually 20% smaller than Al Mazrah, which it didn't seem like that playing it, but I only got to play a couple maps. Then obviously zombies and stuff, but it's actually 20% smaller than Al Mazrah. The other plus is that
over
all
here.
squad sizes will be available all season long. So solos, duos, trios, and quads will be available for the whole season, which is a great improvement from Warzone 2, where they would just randomly throw like, oh, you can play solo on certain days or certain seasons. Like, that was just super cheesy. And I'm glad that they actually changed back to the old model where you have all of these options all the time. The other thing was that they actually
That's a big W right there.
Timings, meaning that matches will actually be a lot shorter and will be only around 20 minutes long.
Faster gameplay is not that bad though.
Around like 10-ish.
You're still gonna have people that are gonna camp, but they won't have that long to camp.
Around 20 minutes. Meaning that they've changed these circle timers to be faster, so I'm assuming those mid-game engagements and stuff will feel a lot faster, and the kind of problem of only 100 players won't really feel like there's only 100 players because of some of the quality of life changes, like redeploy tokens, gulag entries, things like that. I have a feeling that it's going to feel like a lot more than 100 players. Obviously, at the start of the game, we're going to all be learning the map and stuff, so we'll see how it plays out. They did say that they are very open to feedback on all this stuff, so if season 1 or half of the season doesn't play good with 100 players, they could up it to 120 or even 150 based on player feedback. But I honestly feel with a 100-player start, it's not that big of a deal because we have all of these quality of life changes coming from the old games. The other thing that obviously will promote engagement is with unsuppressed weapons. There will be red dots on the minimap, so obviously we'll be seeing a lot more players on minimaps. Then obviously with big game bounties, if you choose to do those contracts, you get an advanced UAV to find more players. So I feel like you're going to still be finding a ton of players where it's not going to feel like there's only 100 people. So the next thing that I feel like all of us are going to be very, very happy about is all stats are resetting going into Urzakistan. Or however you say it.
I can't say it either, man. I can't say it either.
All stats will be resetting, whether that's normal, battle royale, plunder, or resurgence. So meaning that
that's cool. I'm not a KD person, but
you think that this new game is
I don't really care. I know there's a lot of people that do care, but
obviously in the future,
doesn't matter to me. I'm too old to really
I feel about kind of
care.
stats and stat tracking. KD, in my opinion, is not a true reflection of skill, which I will be showing you guys that and showing you guys how to improve, obviously, with movement guides, tips and tricks, aiming guides, all that stuff when Warzone comes out. So make sure that you're subscribed down below for all of that stuff. But yes, all stats, wins, KD, everything will be resetting for the new game and the new map.
Nice.
We also threw a list of new quality of life changes and old ones which are going to be returning for the new Warzone. Now, I really did try to be a good content creator and just talk to the camera and get all of these memorized, but there's so many of them, it's impossible, so I'm just going to read them off from my phone. And I'm not even kidding you guys, this list is absolutely absurd, which is a good thing because that means that good things are coming to Warzone.
True story.
The OG loot crate motto has returned, which is amazing. Allied loot crates now have an in-world highlight, which is going to be very, very good. Gas mask is now the first item in the Warzone UI. That's going to be incredible as you have your toggle to manually have it on and off. Now, the Gulag entry kits can now be stowed in a backpack for a teammate. That's obviously a positive. If you still have your Gulag and your teammate just died and come back, you can obviously drop that for them so then they can.
How do you guys feel about that gas mask thing? I mean, most people are so used to it automatically applying, but when you're in a gunfight and it automatically comes on, messes you up. So giving you full control over it. Controller players have it now, or in Modern Warfare 2, where they can toggle it on and off. But how do you guys feel about that?
Can go to theirs again if they die, knowing that you still have yours. There is now increased Gulag entry kit drop rate in loot, so that means obviously that it will be much harder to find, which is great. Backpack to loadout auto equipped of items. So that means if you pop a UAV and you have another one in your backpack, it's gonna auto equipped.
That's nice.
Already been in the game. Amazing.
That's super nice.
Enemy ping shows in kill cams. We love that so many times. Like, how did he know I was there? You will actually see the enemy ping in a UAV, or if they have one popped or something like that. So you'll know that they knew that you were there. One of the biggest changes you guys are going to be very excited about. One-shot snipers are returning to Warzone. We don't know much more information about that yet, whether that's ammo, certain guns. I'm assuming it's gun specific. We'll see how that goes, but yes, one-shot snipers are returning. There will be no weapons.
I'm not a sniper, but those that are, I'm sure they're happy about it.
Amazing change. I personally wouldn't have minded tuning if it actually worked, but tuning served absolutely no purpose in Warzone 2. And what I mean by that is basically if you tuned your gun to be super strafey, it wasn't strafey, or if you tuned it to be very, very stable, it wasn't very, very stable. I wouldn't have minded gun tuning to really have like personalized weapons if the tuning actually worked, where say I tuned it to be super strafey, it wouldn't be very stable at all, but it would be strafey. But again, it didn't ever work like that, and I'm glad they're just taking away and going away from tuning altogether. So buy stations will now be accessible 30 meters into the gas. That was obviously a big problem in Warzone 2. If the gas touched a buy station, it would then close. This is now amazing because now you can make plays with your gas mask, go buy things, res teammates if there's buy stations that are in the storm up to 30 meters. Great change. Also, buy stations will now show on your TAC map if they are available.
Good gas plays.
Fade away if they are not. So again, you will know on your TAC map if somebody can res. There's no more arguing with teammates like, yo, res me, like, can I res you? I don't know, and then you die because of that. You will see it on your TAC map as well as your teammates if you can go in the gas and actually buy them. A great change is also the slide distance is now increased by the slope incline. So basically, if there is a higher sloped hill, you could actually slide farther down the hill.
Okay.
Obviously,
that happens in Apex.
Like that, like Apex Legends and things like that.
Yep.
Amazing, amazing quality of life change. When there's a fire sale, it will be a discounted prices of 50% off. And also, they have nerfed smoke grenades by 20%, which personally, I think that's a great change. Because most of the time, people only use smoke grenades all of Warzone 2. So now, stuns, flashes, gas grenades, stims again with stim boosting. Many things will become a factor in tacticals and lethals, and not
I use those.
One of my favorite changes is armor boxes and ammo boxes no longer have a delay when they're deployed on the ground. As we know, as you throw down an armor box or something, it takes a second to like open up. You have to put in a key, lock and key. It takes time for no reason.
So extra.
Now you just throw it down, grab plates, and you're good to go. Same thing for an ammo box. So now a loadout will cost $15,000, I'm assuming in quads, and not $20,000, which was just absurdly expensive. And loadout cost scales are based on squad size. So I'm assuming it'll be $15,000 for quads, around $12,000 for trios. I'm
Trios.
assuming $10,000 for duos and 8,000 or $7,000 for solos. My math may be a little bit off there, but loadouts are cheaper.
Yeah.
As we know, there's strongholds on the map. Now, if you leave a stronghold, it will neutralize the stronghold, meaning you will know if somebody is camping a stronghold because it will not be neutralized, and you can actually then go recapture it. But if it is active, you know there's going to be players there, which is a great, great change. There was nothing like going past a stronghold that you didn't know was a stronghold, team camping on it, and they had a UAV pings on you over and over, but you didn't know that they were there. That's an amazing change that I don't think a lot of people thought about.
Yeah, that's true.
Also no longer counter advanced UAVs. So if you're a team that is really playing for those big game bounties, have enough money to pop 3 UAVs, which are expensive, and get an advanced UAV, it will now
That's
show
a big
all
one.
players,
That's a
even
big
players that have a
change.
stealth vest, which is how it should be. You shouldn't be able to get a stealth vest and then be kind of... There's also less extreme default for circles. So you know, obviously, as that first circle starts closing, there's times that it will pull way across the map and be super, super fast. This should now happen less often. One of my absolute favorite quality of life changes is they have now decreased spawn protection time from 10 seconds to 2.5 seconds. So therefore,
So
in
we can shoot
normal
people out of the air is what
if
he's
you are
saying.
floating from a gulag or from a res, you only have 2.5 seconds to then kind of find where you're going to land or land on your team.
Not waste the whole clip.
10 seconds where you can be live pinging players for your team.
Whole
Or
mag just
scouting
shooting
out
someone in the air
information
for
and
10
basically where
seconds.
you're invincible Thanos in the sky. That's not happening anymore. You only have 2.5 seconds. Amazing change. In my opinion, there should be no spawn protection, but we'll take this change because 2.5 seconds is basically nothing. Some people, it's a long time.
Stop it.
The other thing is now
Stop
you
it.
do slow down from landing from a jump. So basically, when you're jumping down from a surface, you aren't going to be kind of stuck in quicksand for a second, and the realism aspect of Warzone 2 is thankfully going away. You're just going to be able to hit the ground and keep running like the video game that we're playing. So now
Nice.
the new Warzone scavenger contracts are back, one of the most greatest contracts of all time in my opinion, to regain teammates and things like that. They will always have guaranteed plate carriers, which is a great thing. But honestly, I'm just glad that scavenger contracts are back. Most wanted contracts also guarantee a gulag entry kit in the supply box. I think that's a great change. Will make most wanted contracts honestly pretty usable now if you're in trios or quads, because at least one person from your team will then have a gulag entry kit. Who that is will probably be up for debates and arguments. Who thinks that they're going to win the gulag for the team if they die? We'll see. But that's a great change from a most wanted. Once
Still pick it up regardless if they die.
You get a guaranteed gulag entry kit. Another great change is the input delay when getting in a vehicle to accelerate has now been reduced by 50%. Again, we're not hopping in a freaking tank over here. I want to hop in a Hellcat. We're hopping in the Hellcat and we're just going. All right, so now it's 50% reduced. So that means the time to accelerate and start the car moving has been reduced by 50%. Amazing, amazing change. It's not.
I don't drive in Warzone, so it doesn't.
Put the car in first, clutch.
But I mean, I might now.
You're just gonna get going and get moving. Great changes. So I know that I just absolutely yapped your guys' ear off, but again, make sure that you guys are subscribed down below. Like today's video, let me know what you think of all the news today. I'm personally absolutely stoked of the new Warzone. Last year of Warzone, let's just pretend that it didn't even happen. We just woke up. There's a new game dropping. We're excited, but honestly, with all this news, I actually am very, very stoked to play the new game and have an actual skill gap in the game. And I know a lot of people are going to be angry about that, but that's why I'm here to teach you guys a lot about the game, because I know that with a skill gap comes me, where I can actually teach you guys new movement, aiming guides, things like that. And honestly, that's where a lot of people love it, where you have a reason to play and have a reason to grind to see yourself get better.
True.
I'm excited for that. Wednesday is going to be a huge day. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm going to be reading and responding to a ton of comments. I love you guys as always. Let me know what you think.
So there you have it, folks. JoeWo kind of let us know quality of life changes that are coming to Modern Warfare 3 Warzone on Wednesday. Lots of cool changes. Let me know what you guys think on some of these changes. I think it's going to be pretty interesting compared to what Modern Warfare 2 was. Also coming from Modern Warfare 1. So I'm excited for it, actually. Excited for the gameplay. I'm older, so I'm not gonna be all hype playing 24 hours. I got, responsibilities. But anyways, you guys take it easy. Appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you don't mind. Again, these videos, these are gonna be low, just chilling, vibing out, checking everything out. Not doing a ton, just reviewing, reacting to certain things. May react to some gameplay later on. But again, I appreciate you guys viewing. You guys have a nice day, night, evening, and have a nice holiday as well. Take it easy.
Another day, another victory for the OG.